live. Of course, as always, as soon as I get somewhere, I have to go to the fucking bathroom. It's like as soon as I open the door, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I came down here because I anticipated that there would be some kind of event. I mean, downtown's usually busy on Saturday morning anyway, but we got a little extra something going on. There's some kind of event going on at the park, which I was kind of hoping that would be the case, and it is. You could probably, I don't know if the microphone on the can even pick it up. I can hear somebody talking on like a megaphone. Maybe you can hear it too, I don't know. But I've never actually walked Goose downtown. I've walked her, if you go up the road, which the road's closed, if you go up the road over the bridge, there's a couple of nice parks. And that's usually where I park, and then I walk downtown. Goose has been over there, but she's never actually been downtown. So this will be something new for her. And there's police everywhere, which would be fun, because, you know, we don't have a leash. So we'll see if we get any grief for that. Usually the cops don't bother me, though, because Goose is clearly very well behaved. So I usually don't get any bullshit from the police. And for those of you who care so much about leash law as well, I get it, but when you have a dog as good as Goose, a leash is kind of an obsolete. It really is an obsolete tool. Really, all it serves is to provide a people of security, you know, because it looks like the dog is under control. That's really all it serves to do. Most of the time, even people, though, don't bother me because, as I said, Goose is very well behaved, so it's usually not an issue. So, Goose's first trip downtown. Got a lot of action today. A lot going on here downtown today. A lot of traffic, a lot of people, some kind of event at the park. A lot of cars. Yeah. A lot of action, right? Morning. These are my favorite. I love doing shit like this. You know, this is if you've watched any of the live streams I've done, I think I've said it every live stream. I love the live streams because you can't hide anything. There's no editing. You know, whatever happens, happens. And so it's like you can't fake it. All right, Goose, let's go this way. You see, I've taken Goose to the parks down. There's a bridge. You see the road's closed. She's been over there. She's never actually been to the downtown area. So this is her first time. Busy downtown. And we're excited. A lot of action. Some kind of event at the park over there. I can hear him talking on a megaphone. There's a bunch of police over there directing traffic. So, you know, as you can see, there's just a lot going on down here. A lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and whatever up and down the street. Downtown, I really like this downtown area, especially since right across the bridge there's a couple nice parks. There's a lake. You know, I used to take my other two dogs. We used to walk up and down here in the summer. Really, really enjoyed it. You know, I used to in my neighborhoods I lived in, I was always known as the guy who would read a book and walk his dogs at the same time. And so I used to walk my dogs down here and read a book. And usually it was one person that stops and is like, "Hey, man, how do you do that?" Well, I always say it didn't happen overnight. All right, here's the quick. Yeah, you can hear something going on down there. And as you can see, Goose is just doing as she should be, following around, following right behind me. Completely trusting to run on the fucking road, cause a problem. She ain't gonna do that. She's not a stupid dog. Right? So you see, there's still a record store over here. How you doing? Morning. Hi. I'm sure she'll get a lot of attention. She always does, right? It's a nice little coffee shop here. Morning. She won't bother you. Come here, girl. Come on. Yeah, actually, that coffee shop, I've been there a couple times. It's like a locally owned coffee shop, but I don't really care for the coffee that much, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of hustle and bustle over here. Appreciate everybody joining. It's a beautiful Saturday morning in the Chicago suburbs. Starting to get those cool fall mornings. It was like 65 this morning, which was nice. And morning. Yeah. Anybody joining has any questions about anything, feel free to ask. Want to make a comment, more than welcome to. But we are downtown. This is technically Plainfield. Yeah. Morning. Plainfield, Illinois. Morning. I love it when she does that. She just kind of checking them out and goes on about her business. Let's go this way, girl. We'll go through the back alley. See if we can go to that park. See what's going on down at the park. We'll cross the road. Morning. So there's a lot happening down here this morning, which I love. Oh, I bet QT or OT. How you doing this morning, man? You got them cold Nebraska. Cold Nebraska evenings. Hey, Triggered. She was found as a stray by police. So they don't know for sure, but our best guess was she was 2 when I got her. I kind of guessed her birthday may have been in July, so she's maybe 3. That's just the best guess, though. But she's a micro, so that's as big as she's gonna get. She's a micro American Bulldog. So I assume 3 years, or roughly 3 years old, but we don't know for sure. Thank you. Yeah. Beautiful little potato. I like that. Yeah, she is a very cute little girl. Okay. I don't know if you can hear a guy on a megaphone. I don't know what this event is over at the park. We'll see if we can check it out. They usually have like morning. Sometimes they have like a festival. I don't know when they did. Sometimes they do the festivals. They shut down this whole road, and it's just like food trucks, tents. The restaurants open up. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like Downtown Playfield Fest or some shit like that. What's my anti-dog training theory? Well, I don't promote what you would call dog. See, okay, I make the distinction on my channel that training is skill-based and behavioral issues are socially related. So if you have a dog that has a behavioral issue, that is a relationship issue between you and the dog. It's not a matter of training, really. Morning. Hi. right? So you're working backwards if you try to approach a behavioral issue from this perspective of training, which is usually people approach it from the 4 quadrants or punishment, reward, that sort of thing. And to me, that's just not the right way to go about it. So we have to understand social dynamics if we want to address behavioral issues effectively, efficiently, and permanently, right? But you have to understand that dogs see the world through the perspective of a dominance hierarchy. So with that fundamental knowledge, you can then begin to put the puzzle together to reestablish the proper relationship dynamic. Oh no, you tripped. Which one? Do you trip over the terrier or the Cane Corso? All right, we're gonna cross the street here in a minute. And then, okay, this person, Goose. Come on, girl. Hold on. All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. She gets that a lot. Thank you. Yeah, she's always getting some attention. Yeah, okay, of course. So doesn't surprise me. Let's see what's happening at this park down here. See if the morning. See if the police give us a hard time. Come on, girl. Let's go. Yeah, like Triggered, if you're still in the room, like I did not train this dog. I've spent 0 time training this dog. No training required. This is 100% social dynamics and relationship building, not training. Now, my relationship is excellent with this dog, so I could build skills on top if I wanted to. That would be the training, but I don't need to. I don't see the point in it. You know, she helps me with other dogs, and that's her job. That's her role. So beyond that, I don't need her, because her social skills are extremely well balanced. And that was the dog I was looking for when I went to adopt a new one, was one that can help me with other dogs if I needed her. And she's proven herself to be a very, very valuable asset in that regard. Yeah, see, now she hears the noise down here. She may not want to go. Let's see. Come on, girl. Come on, let's go. Usually new loud sounds she kind of tries to avoid. So we'll see how far. Hey, girl, you can't stand in the road. Come here, sweetheart. Yeah, you can't stand in the road. Come here. All right. Yes, this is unfamiliar territory for her. So we'll see how she does. 2 months after getting head exposure. That's okay. It's nothing that can't be fixed. You know? So you just got to figure out what's at the root of the issue, and then figure out the proper way to work through it. And when you have multiple dogs too, you're also, you know, there's a lot of social dynamics involved, so that can be tricky when you're handling multiple dogs. That's when you really got to be on your shit. You really got to establish yourself at the top of that hierarchy, because hierarchies can be fluid. But if you really build a solid relationship with all the dogs you have, it takes a lot to really slip backwards once all that work's been done. But yeah. Oh yeah. When you have multiple, I assume you live with them. So if you have multiple people in the house, that really can fuck things up. Because, hey, Goose, come here. I think that's somebody's house. Come here, girl. Come on. Yeah, she don't want to go near the park, which is fine. Just wanted to see how close she would get. Yeah, it's one thing I run into too when I work with families. It's one thing I tell them repeatedly is, if you have multiple family members, everybody in the family has to be on the same page as far as implementing the strategy that you decide on. Because if there's a weak link in the family, or one person who's not consistent, it just fucks everything up. Makes it really hard to achieve what you're trying to achieve. Hey, Goose, let's go this way. Come on. Come on, girl. Right, that's what I mean. Your mom's too permissive. So we got a dog up there. Yeah, if you got one person that just lets everything slide, then it fucks up your progress. 'Cause then that dog will exploit that weak link. Yeah, I don't think she don't want to go near the sound, so we're gonna walk this way, which is fine. She got pretty close actually. She didn't freeze. She's not used to all this action. You know, this is the first time we've had noise like that with traffic, with people. So this is really good for her too. Right? Doing a great job, girlfriend. All right. Let's walk up and down this way. We didn't walk this way. Yep. No leash, no collar. Not necessary. I have what I call a mental leash. Right? This is the result dominance applied correctly gives you. You can literally take your dog anywhere, do anything with them. There are no issues. Yeah, definitely OT. You expose them to it. Don't make a big deal about it. Let them kind of figure it out. Now, some dogs are more prone to avoid, like Goose likes to avoid. So if she moves in the other direction, I like to allow her to do that to an extent. But there are times when I push her through it because I want her to understand that there's nothing to be concerned about. So it's like you're just slowly kind of desensitizing them to it. And when you repeatedly expose them to it and nothing bad ever happens, it's like, well, it's really nothing to freak out over. Because, you know, we as humans know what those sounds are. They don't. They can't rationalize it that way, you know. We got a dog coming this way. Yeah, we got a dog coming this way. So doesn't look like they have much control over the dog, so I'm gonna go to the hospital for 2 weeks. Oh, I believe it triggered. I believe it. Yeah, we got a dog right here. It's amazing how fast that can happen too when you're out of the picture. You know, especially if they're with people that really don't know what they're doing. Morning. That's how fast it can fall apart, unfortunately. All right, Goose, come on. Let's go this way. We haven't walked up this way yet. Morning. I hear more dogs barking. Yeah. Let's go this way, girl. This way. We're gonna walk up this way now. See, there's a lot of traffic. I don't know if they're doing construction on that bridge or what, but a lot going on down here, which I was hoping for. No, I haven't yet, Ryan. I'll check them as soon as we're done here. I saw the videos you posted this morning, though. But I did comment on the videos you posted. So I don't know if you saw all the comments. I know you saw one of them, but I left two or three comments, I think it was. Okay, we got another dog coming up, so. Come here, Goose. Let's go. We'll let them pass. All right. Yeah. Come here. Yeah, we got the dog right. Morning. I usually pull over, just let people pass, you know. Oh, it looks like he's going in the shop there. All right, let's go. Let's it's never Goose I'm worried about. It's just, you know, other people freak out if they see a dog off a leash. People always assume she's a pit bull, so that makes it worse. She's like, she hears the music in there. I don't know what that was. Come on, girlie. Let's go. Yeah, well, I saw the video you posted of her tearing up the bedding. See, this is the stuff that I had anticipated. But as I don't know if you saw the comment I said she may have to just go in there with, you know, with nothing, unfortunately, for a little bit. You know, just the plastic lining. But I also had asked if I don't know if you put a bone in there for her to chew on. But see, her chewing up the bedding is not necessarily an indication that she's not okay. It's just some dogs just chew things up when they're in a crate. Now, if you had woken up and she was freaking out, then that would be a sign that things aren't going so well. But yeah, in the middle, yeah, to me that I would expect that. You know, especially when you're working through these issues that are directly tied to anxiety, those things kind of take time to smooth over. But that's why it would be best, like, if you remove everything. Now, if she's really freaking out in the middle of the night, she may chew up the plastic lining, but the idea is that you remove any option she has to chew anything, except for whatever you give her. But yeah, that's why I asked, like, well, did you have anything in there for her to chew overnight, or was it just the blankets? Because to me, that, you know, doesn't surprise me that she chewed the blankets. Here, let's go to the park from the back way here. Let's see. That's where we were before. We were over there where that guy's smelling the grass. So now, let's see if we can come at the park from the back way. Let's see if she'll do that. I think there's a lot of people over there. Appreciate everybody showing up. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. We are downtown Plainfield. There's some event going on at the park here. A lot of cars, traffic over there. Bridge is closed off. See, we got cops up here. See if the cops give us any grief. They usually don't, because Goose is so well behaved. But we'll see what they say. More cops over there. I don't think they'll give us any problems. Yeah, I would just, whatever that bone you gave her, she seems to really like those, Ryan. Go to the newest section, Ryan. You should see him there. I don't know why YouTube does that. People, and I see it on other people's channels too, they accuse the poster of deleting comments. And it's like, no, YouTube has the newer comments, it puts them in the newest category, and then nobody can see them. And I don't know why. Just show all the fucking comments. I don't know why YouTube does that. Why do we need a newest section? Just show all the comments. It literally makes no sense. All right, Goose. Let's see if she'll come. I don't know if you hear the guy on the megaphone. Let's see how close she'll get to that. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. You're doing great. I have no idea what this event is. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know if it's a high school thing or what. They're like announcing people's names. She's getting closer though. She's doing great. She's doing great. Wonderful. Yeah, cops didn't say shit. I didn't think they would. They usually don't. And Goose is so tiny. Although it's funny, people sometimes, I'll cross paths with people and they'll assume she's a pit bull, and then they'll get scared. And it's like, don't, she ain't a pit bull. Even under the newest section, Ryan, because I posted under I think it was one of the latest videos. I posted 2 comments. You want to keep going, or is that it? Is that as far as you want to go? Coming up in 90 seconds. League's top 5 riders. Yeah. To report to the podium. Yeah, she don't like. Or maybe there's a bike. Maybe there's a bike race. I think it was a bike race. Yeah, she don't like the megaphone. Maybe it was a bike race, something like that. That's a good idea. Triggered carpet rug. Yeah, that would be something that. Because I thought about a towel, but some dogs can chew up a towel. But carpet rug's not a bad idea. I doubt she'd be able. Yeah, I doubt she'd be able to rip up a carpet. So good idea, Triggered. Yeah, see if that works, Ryan. Throw a carpet in there. See if that helps. Morning. Hey, you know, was this like a biking event?
Or... Yeah, it's a bike race.
I thought, okay, that's what I thought.
They're running all day. The pros are going to be at the end of the day.
Okay.
So.
Is that why they got the bridge blocked up? Oh, okay. I don't know if they're doing construction or what was going on.
Yeah, I think it's I don't think the bridge is out.
Okay.
Just saying the bridge is out
so nobody goes. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Excellent. So, yeah. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Good luck. All right. Thank you. What time are the pros?
I think 5.
5 o'clock this afternoon. All right. Thank you. That's possible, Ryan. Sometimes threads stick out and dogs get the wrong idea. You know, and then they start ripping it up. Yeah, I guess it's a bike race, he said. The professionals this afternoon at 5. I thought about coming this evening because there's always lots of people out here eating and whatnot in the evening. But I thought maybe there'd be something going on here in the morning. You see there's cops blocking this off. That's why they got the bridge blocked off. I guess there's a bike racing event. Pretty cool. Right, yeah, it's like chipping, exactly. Especially when you got a dog that's prone to chew. Which, Ryan, this is also another sign I'm saying, because when you have a 2-year-old dog, that chewing instinct's usually not as strong. So the fact that she's as intense about it, like I said, she's like an adult dog stuck in like the teenage phase. So you're playing catch up in a lot of ways. You want some time in the shade? We got some water in the car. I couldn't find my bowl, my collapsible bowl. I hang it up on one of my hangers in the closet, and I couldn't fucking find it. I don't know if I threw it in my trunk already. We got a bottle on the water for you, though, Goose. Appreciate everybody showing up. Appreciate everybody commenting. If anybody's any questions, anything you want to share, feel free. You know, we're just out here enjoying this beautiful Saturday morning downtown Plainfield. It's as busy as I was hoping it would be. And Goose is killing it. Goose is killing it. She's never been downtown with all this noise and traffic and whatnot, so she's doing a great job. She's like, I just need some shade. Everybody's obsessed with pee, literally foams at the mouth. Obsessed with pee? What do you mean? Like if you encounter, say, when you're walking, maybe a tree that has urine on it? I guess just elaborate a little bit more on that, Triggered. Maybe I can answer that question. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's performative, Ryan. Dogs are not usually, you know, dogs, the great thing about dogs is they'll never lie to you. They'll always tell you the truth about what their intent is, what they're feeling, what headspace they're in. So now that's not to say, because there are times when you know, dogs are very intelligent. So like, say, I've had clients where they train their dog to ring a bell to go outside, and and the dog learns that every time it rings a bell, you let it out back. And sometimes dogs learn to exploit stuff like that, where they don't even have to go to the bathroom, but they just want you to let them out. So it becomes then a form of like manipulation, where the dog is now kind of manipulating you to get what they want. That's why I also don't recommend doing things with food, is because dogs will learn to manipulate that, and it gives you this superficial picture that, well, the dog's listening. It's like, well, no. If the dog listens for you to get the treat, but it doesn't listen for you when the treat's not there, then it tells you everything you need to know. That's awesome. Taught my dogs to bring me shit. That's great. I've always thought stuff like little things like that was pretty cool. I've just never trained any of my dogs to do it, but that's pretty awesome. Oh, you mean bring you a shoe to go outside? That's interesting. I've never heard that before. I've always heard of like bells and stuff, but that's an interesting way to do that. Yeah, you're right. They do abuse. They do abuse it. What do you mean, Ryan? She's scared of you, but then she gets over it. What do you mean? Hey, don't go on the road. Come here. Like what I saw you do in that one video, Ryan, where you basically commanded her to go upstairs and she moved quickly. I don't think she was scared of you. You know, sometimes people interpret what they think looks like fear in a dog, and it's supplication. It's the dog showing that they don't wish to challenge you, right? Legitimate fear is, it looks different. I think she needs some time in the shade, but we're downtown here. Appreciate everybody showing up. Yeah, it's right. Signs of submission. You know, people read it and they think, oh, the dog's scared. No, the dog isn't scared. You got some grass on your face, girl. Right? Got some people walking behind us. Try to do. Yeah. Morning. Well, here's the thing, Ryan. There's a line you don't want to cross, right? You want to be assertive, but you also want to be calm. You want to be commanding. If you cross into the line of saying being angry or frustrated, then a dog may display those signals. But when a dog avoids you, it's not always because they're scared of you. Sometimes dogs avoid you because they know that you're trying to attempt to control them and they are resistant to it. Right? So it may be her way of avoiding the authority that you're trying to display. But the goal, the key is that you engage in an authoritative way, and she should follow that. That's interesting. I've never heard of that trigger. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. I guess I've never seen that before. I got a new kitten. When I'd scratch his couch, she would put it outside. That doesn't surprise me about the cat. All right, OT, that doesn't surprise me at all. All right, girl, let's get back to it. Okay, we're across the street here. We got this blocked off and whatnot. Got a lot of action up here. All right, girly. Appreciate everybody showing up. Thanks for joining. All right. Good morning. Hi. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get some water. Yeah, we'll get some water. She's ready. Her name's Grey Goose. Like a shot of vodka. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, dogs are very scent-driven. You know, they experience the world first through their nose. So, and pee, of course, is there's a lot of pheromones and whatnot, and of course, dogs, it's a territorial thing as well, so they're gonna have a different reaction to pee. The foaming of the mouth though is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. All right, girl, come on. But some dogs do that for different reasons. Like, you know, it may create some kind of arousal. I don't know. It's very interesting though. Oh, I hear a motorcycle. It's all good, girlfriend. Motorcycle ain't gonna bother you. All right. Yep, we are downtown. Nice and warm today. That's interesting. What's that scent organ called? I'm not familiar with that. You want the shade for a minute? Sometimes they leave bowls of water out here, but I didn't see one. Goose, come on, this way. This way. Got a lot of action down here today. Music blaring. It's like people are coming out for lunch. And little Gray Goose is along for the ride. Alright, got some dogs across the street. Oh, hold on. Wait. Alright, come on. Let's go. They were crossing the street and want to get in their way. Come on, girlfriend. Let's go. Hi. She's very nice. She may avoid it. That's okay. Thank you. She gets that a lot, you know.
Sure, as she should.
Absolutely. What's your dog's name?
This is Brisket.
Brisket. Oh, I like that name. I've heard. Gray Goose.
Gray
Like the vodka. Yeah.
Nice.
I always say she's like a little shot of doggy vodka.
Yeah, that's cute. Aw.
You look like a brisket.
He's a toddler.
Is he a dachshund mix?
Yeah, he's a dachshund kitty.
Dachshund kitty. That's wild.
How about yours?
She's a micro American bulldog.
Okay.
Yeah, that's as big as she's gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a little tank.
She is. I think she's like 50 pounds. I would assume. She was 36 when I got her, but that was in October.
Yeah, an English bulldog, an old English.
Oh, yeah.
bulldog is just-
My last dog was a half English. Yeah, love it. The bulldogs are my favorites.
Bulldogs are amazing.
Yeah, love them.
I just get
I'll add you to the list. I've already got a list of people who want to steal her. I'll put you on the list. You'd be surprised how heavy. You'd probably pick her up and be like, "Holy shit, I can't lift her." She's dense. She is like a little tank. Yeah. Yeah, the loud noises kind of like spook her a little bit, but she's doing great.
Yeah, she's amazing off leash.
Thank you. Well, that's what I do. So
Oh, your dog
she's like my walking advertisement. Here, I'll if you know
I
any.
need to learn
Yeah.
to walk him on leash
Yeah.
because he wants to hunt and kill
Sure.
everything. At home, he's amazing. Listens great. On leash, I have
Definitely.
no problems.
It's all good.
And I'm old, so it hurts.
Yeah, they sometimes try to rip your arm out of your
Yeah,
sock.
like if he was easier on the leash, he'd get out even more.
Sure.
That would be
Well, looks like he's doing great.
he's
Yeah.
so
Are you like in
good.
restaurants and he rides in the bike wagon?
But we live
Okay.
right off the prairies.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
is this
woods.
yours right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We live right off the prairie and the woods, and we've given this favorite, because he wants to but he just pulls.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I need to be trained how to walk him on
Sure.
the leash, so that'd be awesome.
Easy. Yeah, and if you want, I got the name at the top. That's my YouTube channel. So I got 380 videos on there. If you want to,
What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yes.
Jim.
Jim.
What's your name?
Nice to meet you. All right.
I'm
Fellow dog lover.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you guys get back to your
Great
meal.
marketing tool.
Yeah, she's walking advertisement. I love it.
I love the name.
She's
It's
so
a great
good.
name.
She's so good. All right, Brisket. You have a great day. All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Come on, girl. Let's go. That's how you do it. Networking 101, guys. So sometimes I forget. Like yesterday I forgot, but I always keep cards on me if I happen to run into people. Morning. Watch out, girl. Scent organ noise mouth called it Jacobson's. Okay, I didn't know about that. The femoronasal organ located in the roof of the mouth. Just interesting. I want to look into that. I didn't know that. I wonder if that. Right. Good morning. Right, and she's right. You know, it's the people. The people just need to know how to do it right. But you know that, and that's the right mindset. It's not the dog. Just got to learn how do we handle the dog correctly. I wonder if that's that organ is what actually secretes all the saliva or the foam or whatever. I think she needs a minute. We'll let her hang out for a second. Good morning. Let these people pass for a minute. All right, keep moving in. Come on, girl. Let's go. There you go. Let's go get some water. Probably didn't expect that when you looked up, did you? And she gets that a lot.
Did you find it?
No, the restaurant.
Have you heard of MetroNet before?
MetroNet?
MetroNet is supposed to be around here somewhere.
109's over there. It's part of
No,
the
actually, I
restaurant
haven't. I haven't. Metro. No.
now. I think it was taken over by the restaurant. Right here.
What kind of store is it?
It's the
Internet.
Oh, it's an internet.
and all
Oh,
that.
okay. No, I didn't. I've
The
never heard
prices
of
are
it.
like half the price of Comcast.
No shit. Metro.
They were
They're
off.
installing it in our neighborhood right now, so we're
Okay.
going to check it out.
I'll have to check
It's
that.
all fiber.
Yeah.
It's all fiber network. I think they right now at introduction you get 2 gig for $70 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I'll keep that in mind because I threatened Comcast I was going to leave to Verizon, and they cut my internet down to 70 a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got for now.
We're paying 140.
Yeah, they jacked ours up to like 126. I'm thinking, and every couple months they keep raising it. It's like this, like I ain't doing this
They charge
anymore.
more for unlimited data.
Yeah.
Whereas this place, it's included. So,
Definitely. Yeah, and if you know you're not going to go over 2 gigs, then what do you need to
Yeah.
pay the unlimited for? You know?
Well, he needs it for work, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's always worked for me just to say, hey, the price getting too expensive. I'm going to,
Yeah.
you know, they always give you, they always cut you a deal.
Monopoly, so
Yeah.
now that we have a choice, they're installing the cable, the wires in our neighborhood now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live in Champaign, and Xfinity was the big one down there. But when I first moved there, it was some other local company, and of course they just bought them out.
Yeah.
And it was like, well,
Yeah.
now there's no competition.
Buy them out, and then guess what? Now here go your prices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They do whatever they
Yeah.
want. It's ridiculous.
So you're
All right. Well, you guys, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thanks. Well,
You're
they're
welcome.
not here, so we must know.
Right.
Yeah.
109's over there.
So they must move down.
Yeah, they moved out.
Maybe,
The
yeah.
restaurant's put over.
Well, hope you find it. Good luck. You're welcome. All right. Let's see. Try and cross the street here. Come on, girl. Let's go. Morning.
Sorry, I'm just gonna open the gate.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll wait. We'll wait till you're done. She won't bother you.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Thank you. She won't bother you.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank you. All right. All right, Goose. Let's go get some water. We'll let these people pass first. Not yet. Not yet. Wait. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, crossing the street. I think we're gonna get Goose some water. I think she needs some water. Appreciate everybody showing up. Thanks for joining us. A lot of action down here downtown this morning, which I was hoping for. Goose is killing it, as expected. Yeah, I saw, Ryan, I saw the way she was, you know, and when the dog is resisting you like that, you know, it could be for a couple of reasons, but If you let her keep winning that, then she's only gonna continue to understand how she can avoid doing what you want her to do. But you don't want to come at it too, like I noticed there was one point in the video where you said, oh, do you just need some love before we go to bed? I wouldn't even be thinking about that. My goal would be, we need to get upstairs. So you want to go into a more commanding state of mind where you're saying, like, all right, I'm going to give you some direction in an assertive way. And then if you do what I need you to do when we get upstairs, you know, you may get some affection. Okay, crossing the road. Excellent. Good girl. Oh, okay, so I guess there's some discussion about feeding in the crate. I would see, I don't, there's some truth to this whole association thing, but the goal, you know, the crate serves a couple of different purposes. A, it provides a consequence if I need to provide a consequence for something the dog may be doing that I don't like, especially if nothing else is working. And it's not meant to be a punishment. It's just simply you lose your freedom if you can't engage with me properly. And the other purpose is to provide, it's a way to introduce a higher level of structure. Right, and now we do want the crate to be a place where the dog calms down, but it doesn't mean I need the dog to I don't need to kind of bribe the dog to get in. I don't need to use food to get the dog in there. I need the dog to get in there simply out of respect for me saying you need to go in there. So you can have the dog eat before it goes in the crate, that's fine, but I wouldn't just leave food and water in the crate. There's other problems with that too, like when people leave food, you know, thank you, appreciate it. I see this comment a lot too with my clients where they'll leave food and water out and then they'll wonder why, okay, why isn't the dog eating the food? A, the dog's bored because it's out all the time, and also too, that can lead to a sense of ownership from the dog. Like if you leave toys out all the time, you leave food out all the time, it leads the dog to believe that it owns those things, and that can lead to other problems. Hey, this way. Where did I park here? Where's my car? We got to get you some water. Oh, thank you, Triggered. I wouldn't say I'm all that jacked, but unless you're talking about Grey Goose, she is definitely jacked. There's the car. All right, Goose, I'm gonna get some water. You can hang out there. Yeah, just take it one night at a time, right? It's not gonna be perfect. But remember, too, you're also coming from, you know, you were letting her on the bed at first. There were also other things you were doing that I wouldn't have recommended, like, you know, leading with love and affection and doing it at the wrong times. That can affect how the dog perceives you. So rather than the dog seeing you as an authority figure, the dog's not really sure that you're in charge. So that can lead to anxiety as well. Yeah, right, it's the same idea, Triggered. And timeout is pretty much the idea. Where, and now, granted, I do that more so with puppies. But like I said, I think Max is kind of, she's stuck in this, she's kind of like an adult dog stuck in a teenage phase. So we're playing catch up. So while at her age, we shouldn't really have to do these things, but I don't think these things have ever been done for her before. So like usually at 2 years old, you shouldn't really even need a crate anymore. But you know, if you get a dog and it needs it, it needs it. You know? All right, go. No, it's not feasible to. Well, I guess the question I had left you in the comment, Ryan, was like, are you taking her out at 2 in the morning? Because I wouldn't even be doing that. Like, there's no reason she can't go all night with. She should be able to hold it all night, unless if she really can't, then I would suspect there might be a medical issue. An adult dog should have no problem holding their bladder all night long. But also too, see, here's the other thing triggered. If you leave the food and drink out all night, then she's going to be more likely to eat and have to go to the bathroom, and we want to eliminate those things. Like for me, I have just set times the dog should eat. You know, like Goose eats once in the morning. I don't leave food out for her, but I give her stuff to chew on, and then she has her meal at night. So everything's scheduled. And if you cut things off at a certain time at night, then you're going to reduce the risk of her needing to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, which means you don't have to get up. There shouldn't be any problems with that. All right, girl, you feel better? Just keep moving. Appreciate everybody showing up. If anybody has any questions, feel free. We are downtown Plainfield. A lot happening this morning. I love live streams because you can't hide anything. No editing, no bullshit, no hiding anything. It's just live and unscripted. Yeah, Ryan, when you go to bed and she's in there, it's time to sleep, man. But I would put a bone in there. But I wouldn't be getting up in the middle at all hours of the night to take her out unless it's an emergency. Because like I said, especially a dog her size, there's no reason she can't hold it all night long. Especially if you're mitigating how much water she drinks at night. Say you take her out at 10 o'clock, there's no reason she can't wait till 6, 7 in the morning. Yeah, that sounds fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I would have done that, Ryan. Put her in the crate. Yeah, I agree, Triggered. That's why I never recommend people just leave food out for the dogs all day. You want a break? All right, take a break. We got some more water here for you. Goose needs a break. Well, like I said, Ryan, what tends to happen is there's two things I see if you leave food all day long out for the dog, they become disinterested in it because it's there all the time. Also, if you're feeding her the same thing every day, then she's going to get bored of it too because it's the same food. Like she's going to lose interest in it. But if you mix it up and you only give it to her at scheduled times, it's not left out all day, she'll be a lot more likely to eat. No, I wouldn't even be thinking about food motivated, because every living thing needs to eat. We all get hungry, right? It's just a matter of you feed her at the same times every day, or roughly. You don't feed her too much, and you don't leave it out, because then it's there all day long. She may get the idea that she owns the food, but it also leads to dogs just becoming and the dogs, people, I go to people's homes and they're like, oh, the dog isn't eating, it's not interested. But if I give him chicken, it loves to eat. Well, it's like, well, that tells you everything you need to know. The dog's just sick of the food. Like, I don't care about a dog being food motivated because I don't use food to motivate dogs, right? Now, she should be interested in eating. Maybe that's what you mean by food motivated. But if we're not using food to get her to do what we want, then it really doesn't matter if she's food motivated or not. She'll get hungry eventually. It's just a matter of, will she actually give a shit about what you try to feed her? Yeah, I would do that. Or change the food, Ryan. Because if she's eating the same thing every day, she's likely also becoming disinterested in the food. So like I said, you can even try. I don't know if you have any chicken laying around. You could cook up some chicken and just see if she eats it. I mean, that may be a matter of the individual dog triggered. Um, I mean, the dogs I've always had always ate twice a day, but I've never left food out for them. And all my dogs were very interested in eating. I've never had a dog become disinterested. Now, if it was something I was giving them every day, then yeah, they would eventually get bored of it. So I would change it up. Like Goose, usually she'll have a chicken leg or a chicken thigh raw in the morning with cooked eggs, sometimes a raw egg, but I'll also, like last night, she had cooked Wagyu beef. And don't worry, it wasn't that expensive, but she had some cooked Wagyu beef. So I'm always mixing it up. There's always something new. I mean, imagine you eating the same shit day after day after day, meal after, like, eventually you're gonna get tired of it. You want to keep going, or are you done? I think you're telling me you're done. You had enough? I think Goose has had enough. Yeah, you had enough. All right. You did awesome. You did so good. Yeah, throw something else on it. Use whatever food you got left. If you really want to make it cheap on yourself, like I like to go get to those big packs of chicken breasts because they tend to be usually like $1.99 a pound. Get a big pack of chicken breasts so it's food for you and it's food for the dog. Now you can give it to the dog raw. I would recommend chicken with bone in, but you cook some up, give it to them raw, whatever, and that chicken will go a long way, especially if you mix it with other stuff. Yeah, and I don't recommend the dried kibble anyway. It's not good for your dog. But there are cheap ways of feeding a whole food diet to your dog. It doesn't need to be this extravagant, expensive thing. Like my previous two dogs, I only ever gave them kibble if it was an emergency, if I ran out of food and I didn't have anything else. Yeah, you all done, girl? I think Goose is done. We'll hang out in the shade here for a little bit. I'll keep talking to you guys for a little bit. Appreciate everybody showing up. This is a great stream. I recommend, if you're just showing up, go to the beginning. We walked all around downtown. There's cars everywhere, traffic, people, dogs, stuff happening at the park. Goose did great. No, Ryan, it's all good, man. It's just stuff that people aren't ever told. Like people are, you're raised in a society where the common marketing, advertising, thinking, even the vets tell you got to feed your dog this way. I even got in arguments with vets over what I was feeding my previous two dogs. And you know what's funny? I'll tell you a story. When I first got Bruno, he had alopecia, which I don't know if you know what alopecia is. It's open sores all over. He had open sores all over his body. He had really bad breath. He had a horrible plaque problem, and he had an ear infection. And when I adopted him, I had already had Kaylee, and I had already had her on a raw meat diet for 6 months, and she was doing really, really well. Well, the vets gave me this medicine, and they said, okay, the medicine's not really working, but finish the script out, and if it doesn't help anything, bring him back, we'll figure it out. Well, I went home, and I threw the medicine away, and I put him on a raw meat diet. Now, I was feeding him internal organs like hearts, livers, turkey necks, chicken legs. 5 days was all it took for the alopecia cleared up, the sores cleared up. The hair started going back. His bad breath went away. Like everything resolved itself. And so every time I went to the vet and they tried to argue with me over a raw diet, I wouldn't say it, but I'd be thinking like, dude, I fixed problems you guys couldn't fix, so I don't want to hear it. And my dogs, over 13 years of having them, I never needed a vet for Kaylee until her last few months of life. And Bruno only needed a vet a couple times because there was a scar on his face that sometimes would just it would just fill up with pus, and he just needed to be drained. But other than that, he chipped a tooth and got an infection and needed surgery. But other than that, they were healthy their whole lives. I didn't need a vet for anything health related. No, and it's not OT. You know what I found out too, OT? Because I lived in Champaign, where the University of Illinois is, and it's all right. When I was researching this stuff, I came to find out it's exactly like the pharmaceutical industries, where actually it was either Purina or Pedigree. They were sponsoring the U of I's vet program. So how is that not a conflict of interest when the pet food conglomerates are sponsoring the vet programs, and they're also educating the vets to sell their food? It's bullshit. So that's why every time you go to a humane society or something, they're always pushing science diet, science diet, science. Well, I bet you science diet sponsors, there's some money being exchanged somewhere that the vets probably aren't even aware of. Yeah, it's exactly like our doctors. They get the kickbacks and whatever, and it's bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Actually, OT, there was a video I was going to do today, because a story I came across yesterday. It was a pet food brand I never heard, but I guess they're nationally recognized, that someone's dog died because they didn't know it, but they bought a bag of their food, and the bag was actually expired like 2 months, and the pet food manufacturer didn't catch it. So there might be other bags out there that are expired, and it killed their dog. But I don't think it was even necessarily the expiration date. They think that there was some contaminant in the food, like it may have been moldy, or there may have been something else going on there. But either way, like if you look at the ingredients of any of those bags of processed kibble, it's not good. Food absolutely triggered. Food is medicine for sure. Totally agree with you. Yeah, so I mean, the best way to feed your dog is a whole food diet. And here's the thing with because I've met so many dogs with bad breath and like yellow teeth. Your dog's mouth should be clean. Dogs have one of the cleanest mouths of any animal. They have an enzyme in their spit called lysozyme. That's an enzyme that naturally kills odor-causing bacteria. If the dog's immune system is working correctly, that enzyme is efficient, and so your dog's mouth you shouldn't have bad breath, and you should never have to clean your dog's teeth. You should never have to brush their teeth. Dogs' mouths are self-cleaning. Never had to brush any of my dog's teeth. You can see, Goose had a bunch of plaque on her teeth when I got her, and the plaque has improved. There's still a little bit on her top teeth, but it got way better after I got her. But you can see her bottom teeth are really white. Yeah. No plaque on the bottom teeth. That's how they should look. Yeah, right. There are some of those greenies that the ingredients are pretty simple. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Although I prefer, just to save money, I prefer giving dogs stuff that it takes them a while to finish. Some dogs can finish those greenies pretty quick. You're right. Do your best. All you can do. Absolutely. Definitely, yeah. If you can find a local farmer, that would be the way to go, especially if they can give it to you cheap. Because my previous 2 dogs, I used to live, when I lived in Champaign, I used to take them to the Amish country every 2 weeks. And it was the best thing ever, because I could go out there and I could get 2 weeks worth of meat for both my dogs for $25. And we're talking hearts, livers, turkey necks, chicken legs, chicken thighs, all kinds of shit. $25 for 2 weeks, and we'd stop at the butcher, and I'd get them each. I mean, they had these cow femurs. These cow femurs were huge, but they were smoked. So that was like their treat. We'd get back, and I'd give them each a smoked cow femur, and I used to. When we went down there, I used to let them run through the fields and everything, and then we'd go to the store, and it was just a great Saturday. You know, that was like our payday Saturday ritual. All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm enjoying talking to you guys. We'll hang out here for another minute. But yeah, we had some really good memories going to the Amish country. I do skin on, personally. Grapes apparently is the fruit you don't want to give your dogs. They say the skin is toxic. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've always avoided giving my dogs grapes. My previous dogs, they used to love watermelon, bananas, apples, honeydew. No, the seeds can't hurt them. They'll probably just poop them out anyway. Just like we do. We just poop the seeds out, you know. Yeah, the cats could probably digest it. Oh, non-diseased. Yeah, absolutely. I would do the same thing. I feel bad for cats too, man, because they usually get fed this sloppy shit out of a can that's not even appropriate. I mean, you're talking about a carnivore, and they're eating this slop out of a can, Friskies. It's like give them some fish or raw fish, or let them hunt, let them go kill some mice or something. That's okay. Not all dogs love it. It depends on the dog, right? Like Goose doesn't like watermelon. She likes apple, but she don't care for watermelon. My previous 2 dogs loved watermelon. If anybody's showing up to the stream now, appreciate you joining. If you have any questions or want to say anything, feel free. We are downtown Plainfield. We've already walked all around downtown. I think Goose has had enough, so I recommend rewatching the stream. It's a great stream. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a dog trainer. This is an untrained dog. Never needed a trainer. And I love live streams because you can't hide nothing. No fancy editing, no bullshit. Yeah, right. Can probably isn't enough. Probably not. And cats are much better predators than dogs. If I had a cat, man, I'd just let him get out there and hunt, you know? They do OT, but I think it's such small amounts, and I don't, since your body can't really digest them, I don't think it matters because they just come out whole anyway. I mean, I've eaten apple seeds on accident, and I never had a problem. But they do have arsenic, that is true. But I don't think it's an amount that can really hurt anybody. I don't think my dog's ever ate cherries. What you think, girl? Do you want to go back, or are you done? I think she's done. We've been out here for over an hour. I think she's finished. Beautiful day, though. Yeah, that's probably true. Triggered. That's all right, Ryan. You can even say if you, because like I said, most pet stores have a 30-day return policy. If you need it beyond the 30 days, you can still just sell it. You can still get some money for it. I think Goose is done. We're just hanging out here. We're finished. We're just hanging out here, so just chatting. You're welcome, OT. Here, you want some more water, girl? You want some more water? Here. you go. All done? No? All done? One more? No? Alright. You can keep it, Ryan. Like I said, Bruner used to love going in the crate. He didn't need it. Thank you, Triggered. She gets that a lot, in case you didn't know, as we were walking downtown. It's like every other person's like, oh, she's so cute. Well, Ryan, it will be a safe place because nothing bad ever happens in it. Now she may not like going in it all the time, but the idea that you need to convey to her is that if you tell her to go in, that means she needs to go in. That's why I say, like, if she resists, I would put one hand on the collar and the other kind of on her backside, and you're just kind of leading her in there. But her just being in there and nothing bad ever happening will be enough for her to understand that this isn't a bad place to be. So you don't really need to convince her. It's kind of like, well, I'm telling you, you need to go in here, so you need to go in here, right? Right, yeah. Because I literally have a list, Triggered. I have a list of people that want to steal her from. I remember when I first got her and I went to the apartment leasing office to register her. The woman I talked to was actually the woman that got us the apartment, and she remembered my previous two dogs. And it was really nice of them. When they passed away, they actually sent me a really nice letter. But she's like, no, I remember you. I remember it was so sad what happened to your other two dogs. You know, they died in the same year. And then we wrapped everything up, about to leave. And she's like, oh, well, she can stay here. You know, I'm happy to keep her here. She can stay here all day if you want. You don't have to take her with you. It's like, all right, well, I got about 30 people on I'll add you to the list. Then she's just so freaking good. So it's like, you know, can't blame anybody. Right, Ryan, and you have to follow through with it though, because when you grab her collar, the only reason she's trying to mouth you is because she is trying to bully her way out of the situation. And if you let her do it, then she'll understand that, okay, all I need to do is mouth you a little bit and you'll stop. But if you don't react to it, you just keep your hand on the collar and make it your goal to just move her in the crate, then there's only so many times you can repeat that until she understands that, okay, I'm not going to get my way doing this. Like, the mouthing and biting isn't going to work, so she'll just stop doing it. But like I said in the comment, it was the comment you probably can't see. I had said, if you put one hand on the collar and the other hand on her backside and you're moving her and she still resists, what I do, it's worked for every dog. Slide your arm under the backside and lift them up off the ground a little bit, and then use the other hand. You're going to lead them in the crate, and now they can't resist because they can't use their back legs. Works every fucking time. Exactly, OT. Max will understand that, oh yeah, I could use my mouth to get out of this, or to push you around, and then yeah, that can escalate over time. Exactly, Triggered. You got to be more persistent than she is. Absolutely. Patient and steered. Totally right. Right, but she's only getting more rebellious because she's still... You've done a couple of things to communicate to her that she can rebel and get her way. Right? So even her mouthing you, and you like, this is one common, and I understand it, it's instinctual, but one thing I see a lot with people is say you grab the collar and she bites you, people will retract their hand. Right? But you don't want to do that because now you're showing weakness to the dog. And that usually will prompt the dog to kind of come at you even harder. But if the dog's mouthing you and you just stay firm, then the dog will mouth you and realize, like, okay, because now you're showing strength by maintaining your position. The dog will understand, okay, this isn't going to work. And then the dog will stop. Yeah, it's definitely going to require some patience, For sure. That's why it's also too, Ryan, why I recommend not saying anything when you do stuff like that, because usually people will say things out of anger or frustration, and it doesn't help the situation. But if it were me and I grab the collar and she starts mouthing me, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep my hand there and follow through with what I'm trying to do. I'm not even going to react. You want to be as non-reactive as possible. Yeah, hold on until she just stops, because she will stop. But if you continue to let her do that, as OT said, it may escalate to her actually, like she may intensify it. There's a time and place for a raised voice, Ryan. Don't misunderstand it. It's just those moments I tend to not say anything at all. But like the way you raised your voice last night when you were commanding her to go up the stairs, that's an appropriate time where I would use spatial pressure, maybe a snap of the finger, and you're also saying, let's go, go, go. And you got behind her and you applied spatial pressure and she moved up the stairs like you wanted her to. I would have done that same exact thing. Right. But it's just those moments where you're doing that. Like if you start getting mad and raising your voice, like the idea is you want to de-escalate the situation. You don't want to escalate things. Right. No, and I get it, Ryan. That is your disadvantage. Is, your vision isn't great. I get it. All right, girly. All right, guys. I think we're finished here. Really appreciate everybody showing up. It's great talking to you guys. I think Goose has had enough. So I'm going to get her in the car, get her back home. It was an awesome stream. This is everything I was hoping it would be today. I may come back at 5. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I may come back at 5 for the professional race. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I got company later tonight, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, you're welcome, Ryan. Absolutely. Absolutely triggered. Be the calm one. Yeah, it's like that line I said earlier where you can raise your voice and be calm yet assertive, but you can also raise your voice and be angry and frustrated. And you don't want to live here. You want to live over here. Like you could project your voice, raise your voice, but you're not mad about it. You're just very assertive about. You're commanding, but you don't want to be angry or frustrated. You don't want to add emotion to it. But you're right. When you're the calmest one in the room, you're in control. All right, guys. Really appreciate everybody showing up. Highly recommend going back and watching this from the beginning. It's an awesome stream. We walked all the way downtown. There were dogs, people, cops, loose or no collar, no leash, traffic. Really, really good. Exactly. Commissar, classic Caesar. Absolutely. Caesar was one of my biggest influences 15 years ago when I started, Learned a lot from Caesar. Anyway, guys, hope you all have a wonderful Saturday. I think Goose is done, so we're going to get going. Really, really appreciate everybody showing up. Love talking to you guys. Thank you so much, Trick. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for subbing. It means a lot. Look forward to more live streams and hope you guys can show up for more. Love talking to you guys. You as well, Trigger. You have a wonderful day. Have a great day, Ryan. I'm sure we'll talk soon. I'll check the emails. OT, have a great day, man. Everybody else watching, have a beautiful Saturday, and we'll see you soon.